To get a little personal, my name is Nathaniel Roth. I was born at a very young age and I've been cooking since day one. I decided to keep my meal relatively simple today. My meal consists of potatoes for the complex carbohydrate, broccoli and bell peppers, and olive oil. I seasoned my meal with garlic, salt, and pepper to keep the flavor simple and accentuate the natural beauty of the vegetables. All of these ingredients have complex micronutrients, but let's talk about each one individually. Let's start with potatoes. Potatoes are a good source of several micronutrients, including potassium, magnesium, vitamin C, vitamin B6, and folate. All of these nutrients are helpful with many aspects of the body. Studies have linked potatoes and their nutrients to a variety of impressive health benefits, including improved blood sugar control, reduced heart disease risk, and higher immunity. Broccoli, another ingredient in my meal, also consists of many micronutrients. For example, it has micronutrients like lutein and carotene, as well as minerals like zinc, iron, and calcium. Aside from being just healthy in general, many of these micronutrients can boost eyesight in individuals low in vitamin A, as well as decrease the risk of cancer. Bell peppers are another wonderful source of micronutrients in this meal. Bell peppers have micronutrients such as lutein and carotene, but they also have vitamin A, vitamin B6, vitamin E, beta-carotene, and potassium and folate. Vitamins in bell peppers help your body absorb other micronutrients like iron and potassium, as well as playing a role in preventing a variety of health conditions, including heart disease and even cancer. It's important to have a meal with many micronutrients because micronutrients are one of the most important nutrient groups the body needs. It is important to get a large variety of micronutrients because many different types of micronutrients affect different things. For example, some micronutrients help with bone strength, others help with fluid balance, and others help with heart pressure and blood. These specific ingredients in the meal I prepared will help me meet my personal goals I've set for this term because it is a mostly plant-based meal and my main goal is to increase my plant-based and specifically vegetable-based meals going forwards. This meal was a relatively simple meal, so I decided I would cook it outdoors in a wood fire oven to let the natural flavors intertwine with the musk of the oak smoke. It's very nice. I started by cutting up all my different ingredients with the potatoes, the peppers, the broccoli. And then preparing my seasoning, which was very easy as it was just garlic, salt, and pepper. I then sauteed the potatoes just a little bit with the olive oil to get them a little bit pre-cooked. Added in my vegetables, cooked it for another 5 or 10 minutes, removed it from the oven, put it on my plate, added a little bit of salt and pepper, and I ate my meal. Some of the challenges I faced in preparing this meal were obviously cutting the ingredients. You have to be very careful. I have a very sharp knife and I wouldn't want to lose any of my fingies. That might have seemed like a joke because it was, but I have actually cut myself multiple times in the kitchen and had to get stitches. So in all seriousness, that was a challenge. And On a less humorous note, the other challenges were perhaps cooking it in the wood-fired oven. I had never prepared this meal in a wood-fired oven, and one of the reasons I chose to do so is because I imagined it would be more challenging, which it did prove to be slightly more challenging because I'd never done it before. Another challenge that's a little bit less humorous I faced with this meal was just eating the vegetables. I'm not a huge fan of most vegetables, and so the reason incorporating them into my diet is a challenge is because honestly, I don't fancy the way they taste. So that was one of the biggest challenges. I think what I can take away from this meal and other meals I've prepared is preparing a meal that is mostly vegetable-based, possibly including a whole grain or two, is a very healthy way to start the day and isn't that challenging. If I could recommend a meal to anyone, I would not recommend a specific meal due to the fact that everyone has different tastes.